Aloha, everybody. I am so excited. We are here at the Kamaka Factory, and we are going to be able to have a chance to chat with Casey Kamaka. And of course, we're going to say hi to everybody as we go through the shop. So I'm really excited, and I hope you guys enjoy. Aloha, everybody. I am so excited. We are here with Kamaka Ukulele today. And as many of you out there know, Kamaka is a staple here in Hawaii. They have been building instruments for over 100 years. And I am so honored to be able to sit down with Mr. Casey Kamaka. Thank you so much.
Hi, thank you, Sarah. Thanks for having me.
So can you
awesome.
give folks who don't know just a little bit of the history about Kamaka, when it was founded and...
Sure. It was founded by my grandfather, and the first records that we have is from 1916. So right now we're at 108 years, and we're in the third generation of ukulele builders. Yeah. And so, it's something to be proud about, and a legacy that we are. It's not always easy sometimes, to do it, but it's something that we enjoy, and it's just watching your father. I never met my grandfather, but he started in 1916, like I said, up to about late 40s or so, yeah. And then my dad took over. After my grandfather got sick, right, and he passed, my dad said, "Well, I got all this machinery sitting in the garage," so he started making a go of it. In 1953, I think he started, and it's funny as my mom would talk about when they sold their first uke, they still had that whatever it was sold for, that $20 or whatever it was. They were so excited that they got one sold, and since then it was everyone just bought whatever he made. So and then now it's my brother and I in the third generation, and trying to find someone to step in on the fourth side, but we'll see what happens.
It'll come. I'm sure.
See what happens. Yeah.
So as you can see, we are in the factory, so you will hear factory sounds. Folks are working, and I think it's really cool to actually get to be here.
I hope they're working. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I am just really excited that we actually get to be here in the heart of it all. It's pretty cool.
I mean, a little dusty, a little dirty, but I mean, it's part of the deal, Yeah, it's how it works, right?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, right on.
Okay, so I now have an ukulele in my hands, and we were talking a little bit earlier before taping. This, I believe you said, was one of the most popular models that you
tenor size. Lately,
size.
It's kind of evolving into that direction. Years ago, I would say, 5 to 10 years ago, it was more the smaller ones.
Yeah.
And tenor was not so much. Now it's kind of evolved into that, and I think most people are seeing that as far as builders or the stores here in Hawaii, and but that's just the market, right? And it's kind of evolving towards that. So what you have is our classic, which is our basic, the basic one that we've made forever.
Yeah.
Right. All coil bodies, mahogany necks. We use a rosewood Virgin fingerboard, and that's just the staple. That's our staple.
Well, it's I love that this is just, when you get a Kamaka, this is it, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it, and even the woods on the back are just as beautiful as the wood on the front, and it's really lovely. Nice. Well, is it all right? Can I play it?
Sure,
for a minute?
Of course. Yeah.
Awesome. So beautiful. I love this little ukulele. I can see why it's so popular, right? It's absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Now, what other models would you say are what would be sort of the next most popular folks? Or variations?
Yeah, and I think because like you said, we've been around for so long, right?
Yeah.
And so our and a lot of the markets now are for lack of getting into new markets, would be mature, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of them have, your basic soprano or concert,
Yeah.
and so that's kind of what I've been seeing as far as people evolving to a bigger size, more playability,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? A longer scale,
Yeah.
a little more sound, a little more volume,
Mm-hmm.
and now being that these are just a classic with the basic, which everyone sees is all core,
Yeah.
right? And so because of that, they think that all we do is core, which is now, but so to try and educate or get more different types of materials,
Yeah.
different woods, different sounds,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And musicians like yourself play a lot of different things. So people are starting to see it. So we're starting to get a lot more inquiries or more as far as different types of packages or different types of orders as
Yeah.
far as materials,
Yeah.
right? To create different sounds and looks, So
Nice. Now,
yeah.
are there specific woods that you're seeing that are being asked for more now?
Well, core, you know what? It always seems that core is always
The most,
the
yeah.
most. And no matter how much we try to introduce, like you have your island woods, your mangoes, your milos, monkey pods, you have all those things, and we're trying to at least show people or let them play it, let them hear it. Core always seems to be the one that they'll fall back on just because of the tradition,
Right.
which is fine. I mean, it's can't go wrong, right? It's one
Yeah.
of the beautiful woods.
Yeah.
But then you also have for the soundboards, right? We've always done spruce and cedars,
Yes,
and
those are
there's
lovely.
so many variations of spruces, which I like,
Yeah.
And so it's just getting people to play them,
Yeah.
and getting people to hear them, and then I think and that's kind of where things are happening.
Yeah.
They tend to like that sound, but again, if they want the ukulele look. See, so if you have that kind of wood, it kind of changes it a little bit.
Yeah.
But the more people see,
Yeah.
the more they like it. So,
Yeah. Now, do you have any ukulele around that we could try out that might not be koa?
Yeah.
Hanging out. Okay, so this one is sort of not traditional woods, I
Sure,
guess we
yeah.
could say, for ukulele. But tell me about this one. It's beautiful.
And it's things that we just, the wood is gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
It's your cedar top, which is an amazing soundboard.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds really nice.
Yep.
You have your walnut back and sides. It's got some figure in there. It's got ebony. It's bound with ebony, and our tradition with our striping on the bindings. It's got a
Yeah.
core strip. It's kind of it's the deluxe model, our higher end deluxe model.
Yeah.
It's buffed the bodies and the headstock, so it's nice. It sounds nice. Walnut and cedar is a good combination.
Yeah.
You see that a lot in acoustic guitars,
Gotcha.
So it works.
Yeah.
It works really nice.
Now, is this a specific model that people can get, or do they have to call and ask for, is it a custom thing?
It's not necessarily a custom. We kind of have like woods that are available all the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that if they just ordered it or the dealers order it, they'll it'll be a walnut instead of a core.
Gotcha.
Core deluxe too, right?
Right.
And so that's kind of seems to be how the whole process is evolving.
Gotcha.
Whereas, well, we'll talk about customs and stuff later, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so cedar is always the top we use. Spruce, again. So I think we have a couple spruces too that you can try
Ooh,
play.
we'll try after, yeah.
But yeah, but this is a cedar. Again, the strings are the Diodario strings that we use. So,
Nice. Well, I'm going to give it a little play.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is beautiful. I've always liked the sound of the cedar top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really open, and it opens fast. you know, compared to a lot of other woods, you know. So
And you said that you also have something similar to this in spruce.
yeah.
Can we pull
You wanna
that
try
out?
that? Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm really excited about this one because just before we started filming, I was playing it a little bit. It sounds fantastic, right? So tell me about this instrument.
This one is our deluxe one, we call it.
Yeah.
Right, and it's more of the traditional type that my grandfather did with the roping.
Yeah.
And we kind of always keep that in as a model just because that's just legacy, right? It has a rope rosette and a rope purfling bound with, this one is rosewood, I believe. And again, deluxe one is more of our semi-gloss finish, right? But still, this one has a spruce top, and I think that is a Sitka top, yeah. And you know, again, spruce and cedars, it works, and it's a softwood, right? So it resonates really well.
And it looks like this one is actually back inside's koa, which is, I mean, it's still like stunning, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Koa backsides, mahogany neck. You know, that, and it's a little nicer material as far as for the koa than the classic.
Yeah. But still, all right, I'm going to give this one a shot because, yeah, this
Glad
one
you
is...
can play. Oh, nice.
That sounds really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a nice one.
Spruce, man. Another good top. So this one, the thing that I liked about this is and it's probably, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably because of the spruce, it was very responsive when I was playing. And that's part of why I picked like that particular song, is because I knew like, oh, this is going to sound like crystal clear and really beautiful. And it's so, one thing about all of them actually is that they're super easy to play, right? Because of how you guys make them. There's no, like, everything is nice and smooth, and that's really lovely. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no, you make it sound great. That's a good thing for me. It's like, I get to listen to all these great musicians play them. So I'm like, well, yeah, that sounds pretty nice. How come it doesn't sound like that when I play it? But, I mean, thank you for making them sound so good. So playability is big, right? I mean, if it's not comfortable to play, no one's going to play them. So, I mean, that's a big thing for us, yeah.
So I'm excited about this because this is a great reminder that not all ukulele are 4-string, right? Yeah. So can you tell me about this really cool model?
Well, this one is it's a 5-string tenor. Yeah. Right? We've always made 6 and 8 strings. Yeah. Right? The 5-string we designed for Taimane, right? Maybe 10 years ago is when she started playing it. And what it does is give her a more option as far as on the low G, right? Yes. And she plays it with a double low G, but we decided to string it up with a octave on it, which gives a little more flexibility to everyone. Right. And this is something new as far as production. You could only get it if you ordered a custom model prior. And now we kind of worked it in as far as a production model. It's 5 strings, so nothing is symmetrical about it, right? Yeah. And so the head, I decided let's make it asymmetrical.
Yeah, I noticed that about the headstock.
I don't know, and we call it the nalu, because the top of it looks like the wave, right? I don't know if you guys remember that group that would go nalu, but and so it's something that something new for us now. That is available as far as through every line we make, classic, through special orders, through deluxes, to even a custom model.
Right? Now, something that you had mentioned to me before when we were just chatting about the models is you can get, the 5-string, 6-string, 8-string in standard tuning, but you also can do it with your baritones.
Yes. Yeah. And baritones aren't as popular, right? I mean,
Right.
because they play differently, right?
Yes.
And so your beginner won't necessarily gravitate towards a baritone
Yeah.
unless they played guitar,
Yeah.
right? Unless they're a guitar player, then they understand it. But baritone, if you play it right, it's such a sweet sounding.
It
Oh,
is
I can just
beautiful.
take a nap if somebody's playing the baritone. It just makes you feel good, right?
Yeah.
But we also do whatever string model in a baritone too,
Yeah.
which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Which is really neat. Yeah. So we
I
do
learned something new
4,
today.
6, 8, and now we can even do a 5-string baritone type.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to try this out
Yes,
with the 2
please
different
do.
Gs. So let's
I'm
check it
excited
out.
too because it actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can't play it, but you can play.
Let's see. Let's see if I can actually play it without. I'm gonna
Hitting
try
the
something.
low?
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
try.
right, all right,
Let's see.
all right.
Nice. Yeah. So you can how versatile, because
Yeah,
it's like you can
yeah,
use it as a
isn't it?
strummer, get both Gs.
And we're
or-
finding that out the more we play it. You know,
Yeah.
like, wow, this is kind of neat. You
What
know,
a
so
great instrument.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Right
lovely.
on. Yeah,
What a
nice.
great,
nice.
what a cool idea. Thank you for making this available to
Yeah,
everybody, not just
yeah.
Taimane.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, shucks, that's funny.
All right. So this one, I can already tell what it is, but will you please tell us about this instrument?
Well, this one, is designed for Jake,
Yep.
right? And this is the one he plays. This is his
His workhorse.
instrument,
Yeah.
and it's he's got all the embellishments he likes, right?
Yeah.
The blue, the Jake blue came out of him wanting to show that Hawaii, how small the world is and how big Hawaii is, right?
Yeah.
So what we've came up with, why the blue is the blue purflings and the shell represent that Pacific Ocean that surrounds us all, right? And that's where the blue came from.
Gotcha.
His has his signature on it,
Oh, yeah,
right
there on
in
the
there,
12th fret.
because this is his design, or we designed this together. His trademark, the flatter headstock, right, with the slotted heads with the Gilbert tuners, and this one is something that you can order.
Yeah.
Right? So it's our highest end production,
Gotcha.
custom type special, and again we'll talk more about it. But again, you got your fancy woods.
Yeah, I mean, look at that on the
You got
back.
your core.
That's just
we
stunning.
the best materials that we can find
Right.
goes into this model. So
Well, this is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Wow. And I love that people can just order it. So it's just the Jake Blue model.
the Jake Blue, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Well, let's.
Right.
Do most people order that with a pickup too?
We initially built them with pickups, but because pickups are like strings, everybody has their own option or opinion. So we offer like 3 types of pickups, and they can decide which one they want to put in if they want it.
Yeah.
So right now we don't put it in, but you
could get it if
can.
you wanted.
And Jake usually runs with his Fishman, right? And a lot of it is because that's what the musicians are used to playing. They know how to manipulate it to make it sound the way they want it, right?
Right.
And we have of course the bags, right? And then we also use Maisai, so it's like strings. It's so your choice. The strings we run with this is the ones that he actually prefers. So that's why we put them on there. But I've also changed them for other customers. So
Right, of course.
either way,
Yes.
musicians. Not I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Sarah,
Awesome.
musicians.
I know. I felt that. I felt that look. Nah, but okay. All right. So let's give this one a play. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. Let me think about what to play. beautiful. So it's, I mean, of course it's going to sound beautiful picked or strummed, but just what a lovely model. And it's,
Yeah,
and of
thank you.
course, just like the others, like this one feels really, really good.
Yeah.
And how cool to, how cool that folks can get an instrument that was like co-designed by you guys and
Yeah.
Jake, of course,
Yeah.
right? Like it's this really a very special model.
Yeah, thanks.
When did it come out as a production model? Do you remember?
Maybe 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I can get exactly.
I feel like it was somewhat recent.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
pretty recent. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How cool. Okay, so custom shop. I know you
Yes.
guys do custom instruments.
Yes.
So how can people go about that? What's the process for getting a custom from
We
people?
are a lot of changes
Okay.
going on here, and it's because of how the players won and how the market
Yeah.
has changed. Big influence from Asia, right? So that part of the lower end, the soprano concert,
Yeah.
is kind of slowed down quite a bit for us, right? And it's because our starting instruments are a lot more expensive. So kind of how we're evolving, and what I've been trying to do over the last, years, 10, 15 years, is all the things I've done on the custom special instruments.
Yeah.
I'm implementing or putting the process into our standard builds, right?
Cool.
So eventually the idea is if it becomes a custom production shop, right? So
Gotcha.
you can get the classic model or you can order a special order model.
Yeah.
And the thing is I can't build, my nephew and I can't build everything. So we're teaching. The thing is why I feel confident about it now is we got such a good group of guys that work for us.
That's fantastic.
And it's awesome, man. It's nice that I can just explain what we want to do and show them once, and then they're already putting it in, and I'm like, oh, all right, I like that, So, but as far as custom shop goes, we are we are starting to offer more options to the dealers.
Cool.
Right, so they can actually pick and choose. Like, I want this wood, which hopefully will influence them to, hey, let's get cedar, let's get spruce, and then we're the ones that can. Now they'll kind of be competing with each other to order.
Right.
Hopefully, that's the idea.
Yeah.
And custom wise, right now you think of custom as just different materials, right?
Right.
But how it's done here is custom. We need to talk to the player or to the person ordering it, and what are they trying to accomplish? What do they want to get out of it, right? And now that dictates how the materials we're going to suggest,
Right.
and how we're going to build it or put it together.
Right.
How do they play? Are they fingerstyle? Are they just strummers?
Right.
Are they just at the top of the C, G7, F type of
Right.
player, or are they playing all the way up? And that kind of, now we can kind of help them. And I think the part about that is we have to be on the same page of what we're describing, right? Because
Gotcha.
bright means something different to you. It means something different to me, or loud, or boomy, or bassy, or trebly. It means different things to different people.
Yeah.
So if we can kind of come to some consensus on that, then we can really kind of fine tune. And then the custom one, as far as when you say what is different on that is, as the uke is going through the process, right, we're tailoring it to get the best sound out of each piece of wood.
Gotcha.
Right. So every piece of wood is different. The density, the weight, how much it resonates, right? And so we're feeling that and understanding that as we're putting it together. So we know how much we have to brace, how much we can take off the brace, and how much we can sand it, how much we have to put. There's a lot involved.
That's a lot.
And so people don't realize that. So when they look at how much it costs, they go, well, why does it cost this much? And I said, well, if you come with me from the start,
Yeah.
you'll realize why, and that's the fun part for me. That's the part I enjoy. So as far as custom goes now, as far as ordering it, it's still, we're working on our website kind of thing.
Yeah.
It seems like a work in progress forever, but you know, it'll work one day. It's more or less communicating through the shop, through the
Gotcha.
office, and working that way. But
So someone, if they look up your phone number, not you as in Casey, but like Kamaka's number,
Yeah.
and they call up, could they just say, I really, really want a custom? How,
Yeah.
and they can just order it over
and
the phone too?
they'll start communicating with the office people,
Nice.
and then we'll try and work it out.
Yeah.
You know, right now we're probably still I can't, I'm not going to commit, but it's 6 months to a year,
Yeah, of course.
you know,
You've got a
type
lot
of
of
thing.
builds to
But
do.
you know, and a lot of it is, you know, I do certain parts, and then like I said, we've got really good hands down here now, so it's starting to move a little bit
Yeah.
in the direction that we want it to. So
Now, for the folks who are picking out their woods, one thing that you had mentioned to me that I thought was really, really fascinating is, you know, I played the instrument, and you're like, yeah, I hear the woods before I get to
Yeah,
hear the instrument.
yeah.
So, can you tell me a little bit about your process and how you end up choosing woods, and how you're hearing them before?
yeah, it's I was just talking to our guys yesterday about it, about being able to look at the grain,
Yeah.
or to feel it, and when you sand it,
Yeah.
it reacts differently because of the density,
Right.
and so all that comes into play, right?
Right.
And you kind of can see that from when they first cut the tree. You know, you can see how the water evaporates out of it, and you can see how the grain runs, and you can see if the forklift or the excavator is struggling to pick up the log, how heavy it is, right? How dense the wood is. And then so you kind of, it starts from there for us, right? Because when we go look at the logs, you know, we can kind of tell which ones we want just by the way of how it looks, right? And then from there, when it comes and gets cut up, I remember that, you know, and then you can kind of, and that's how you start learning about how the wood, it reacts, right?
Yeah.
And you can kind of, through the process of building it, you can feel the vibration in the material,
Yes.
right? And we don't do any data, well, as far as electronic type of testing. It's more or less just from what we've learned over the years, feeling and hearing it, and when we can kind of flex it, and how stiff the brace is, right? Okay, no, that's got to loosen up. This wood is too dense. You got to loosen that up. Or is it too stiff? We need to loosen that up. Forget it to start moving more. It's too thick, maybe, you know. So all these different things come into play. So that's what I said is, like, you kind of can hear it. So if you hear it as we're building it. And then when it's strung up, then you know, oh yeah, we were right on that. We hit that right. And so it's kind of, and that's the part I love the most, is because we take the log,
Yeah.
and we turn it into something that can make music, right? And to me, that's awesome.
It sounds like magic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not really magic, but it's kind of
But
fun.
you know what I mean? Like it has that, like it's very.
Well, that's kind of the way we were taught, right? That's how my dad
Yeah.
learn, or that's how he figured it out.
Yeah.
You know, and so I would be a pain in the butt and tag along with him. Dad, what are you looking at? You know, and he'll be like, hey, never mind, just look. You know, and I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. You know, but and you kind of learn over time. And I think if anything that 108 years has done for us is, over time, we really can fine tune what we're doing. You know, so that's the fun part for me.
That's
the fun part.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot thank you enough. This has just been an absolute joy getting to play so many
Awesome. No,
instruments.
thank you.
But I hear there's one more that you might have for us to try out.
Yeah.
That is one that I at first. So tell me a little bit, before we bring out the instrument, tell me a little bit about this collaboration that you guys have.
Yeah, you know, it is. It's been fun, man. They're fun to work with. You know, Chris and Christopher, they play music out there in London, so they're are good friends with the people there, and and they approached us probably, shoot, quite a while ago for the initial one, the Mickey, right?
Oh yes, the Mickey
Yeah,
ukulele.
and then
Yes.
this one was for this. We designed a model for Disney's 100th year,
Oh
right?
yes.
And that was what this the Stitch model came up.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about these.
So this is the Mickey,
Yes.
right? This is design. We collaborated with them for their 10th, Aulani's 10th anniversary.
Nice. Okay.
And so the Mickey fingerboard, it's we try to get some nice select grade of wood on there. We also do we hide a Mickey on the inside. You know, I guess that's part of their tradition, is that you got to find the where it is.
Okay, so secret Mickey inside.
Secret Mickey inside.
Okay.
You know, it's designed for Aulani, has the Aulani logo and koa on there, and so
Beautiful.
that
And then
is this one, yeah.
of course, wow, look at
Yeah.
that. Beautiful pair.
So that one is available all the time.
Okay.
Right, the Mickey one. Now, this one was designed for their Disney's 100th year.
This
Right.
is so cute. I've only
And-
seen pictures of it online, so this is
Yeah,
I'm
and
excited.
it was really fun. We worked with our partners, ProWorks.
Okay.
Yeah, to design the fretboard.
Yeah.
It's got some, and man, that's pretty neat how that all came together, though. I mean, as far as the stitch on there, it's got a lot of stone, recon stone. It's got some mother of pearl. I mean, it's just it came out. We're really happy with it.
It did, and I also love that you also have that in the headstock too, right? The
Yeah,
KK?
it's a lighter. It's the aqua color, you know,
Yeah.
highlighted with mother of pearl.
It's just a nice touch.
Yeah, it's something different,
Yeah.
and I think it's unique to this model.
And is there a hidden Mickey in this one too?
I believe so.
Oh,
so.
that's exciting. I'm not going to ask you where because they've got it. You have to find it at home when you get yours. Now, this one, how can people, because you said this one is, the Mickey is available all the time.
Yes.
This one,
This one is for 100 years they're limited to 100 and they're almost gone.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's good to
that
know.
one you can also order through us or
Okay.
through Aulani. Right,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
so it makes it a little easier to get. You don't have to go out to Aulani all the time. So
Yes, I know. Craig and I had the good fortune of being able to pick up one of the first Mickeys.
Yeah.
Because a friend of ours had asked us to go
Nice.
out, so we.
Well, yeah, nice stay then.
It was very lovely. Cameron had a great time,
I
but
bet,
it's good to
I
know though that folks can order this one through you guys.
Yes.
Or
You
in
can
order
call,
to be
email, or however to order this.
cute.
But yeah, I mean, it's after the 100 is gone, then we move on to the next project. So it'll be nice.
Well, this is so cool. Well, thank you so much for just and look at that 100 inside the label.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing these with
No,
us and just
thank you
sharing
for-
sharing so much with us. There's so many cool things that I didn't realize that Kamaka did, right? And you don't know until you come check it out. So folks at home, if you come to Hawaii, you guys do tours.
Tours, yeah,
is it
Tuesday
daily?
through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday.
You know, 10:30 free.
Yeah.
We just want to share what we do.
And I've done the tour. It's really fun, and you get to, you get to walk through. You'll
Yeah.
see where this was filmed.
And we
if
put you to work, so you can bring your shoes.
Yes. Yes. But again, if you come to Hawaii, definitely come check out Kamaka. You can always order online, website, you can call. And there's just so many cool things that you guys do and have been doing for so long. So thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
Aloha, everyone. Thank you all so much for your kind words about this new series, our Ukulele Spotlight. We have really enjoyed all of the wonderful stories that you've been sharing in the comments, and we are excited to bring you more, but we are going to take a short break and actually start prepping for our September 21st benefit concert for our nonprofit 4 Strings at a Time. It's September 21st again, so please join us. For our next Ukulele Spotlight, we are actually going to do some behind the scenes, tell you how we were able to film with each of the makers, as well as talk about the different gear, the choices that Craig made. and all of that great stuff. Once that is finished, we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming, talking about all things ukulele here on Oahu. And don't forget, if you have any specific behind-the-scene questions that you would like to ask us, make sure to put them in the comments below. So we look forward to sharing more with you, and we are excited to see you September 21st for our benefit concert.